I've got three
Just
bedrooms
open
in
up
my
the
house,
exhaust,
but one
just enough
bedroom is
passage.
strictly for
It's
stuff.
hair lower than everything else, like 150 PSI, everything else would run 65 by 70.
Two buildings, three, one on this
It's
side.
almost 16, I remember that.
Wow.
The dude that Ford said they never had one go back. They never worked on one inside, never had to order one up
And
here.
this one here's got two.
So, I said, I think I'll just get this can and put up if it's clean and all that. They sent one that's like, put it on there, it's a Ford can, so. I got the rocker on the assembly, had a little roller come apart, and they grinded it down.
I've got an outside.
It's got boxes.
How's the truck running, Dave?
So we move.
Getting 8
Yeah.
gallons. It's like a big
I've
buck.
got a building, I'll be at my house that
Yeah, but he didn't check
put
the
stuff in,
mileage.
put stuff in.
It doesn't
And I
show.
told David here a while back, yeah, it's
Doesn't
been
show
3
your
years since I even opened the door on that
Yeah, but you-
Give
building.
it gas, it
So
moves down.
evidently
If you ever
whatever's
get an
out there ain't very
opportunity to
important.
fill it
Shut
all the
up
way
on the
up.
hill.
Look at your miles, then run it, and then when you fill up again,
Well, I don't know when that'll ever happen.
With their
You
yesterday.
see how much gas you put in it, see how many miles you done run.
Divide the map.
If you got them two figures, you come up with it.
That Suburban I got would get 436
Davies
miles
out
on the
there
tank of
smoking.
gas, but it was a 26-gallon tank.
That's what
Like you feel.
I think it says it's 1,
Okay.
I think it's 21.
Oh, wait, 21 gallon? Terry, and this is Terry, he said, oh, but he thinks he got a 50-gallon tank on his Dodge.
It wouldn't even
I don't
fit.
ar- I
It's
don't
a
argue.
regular cab truck.
No,
It's extended, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
it
Yeah,
ain't gonna be
it's
no
a
bigger than
4-door.
26, cause they don't, 26 of them
A call.
might be a 30, but they don't get no bigger than that because of weight, gas, and all that. And have the room to put it, it's gotta be on the inside of the frame and all that stuff.
Well, they good.
Yeah, I just knew, I got a 75 gallon on the motorhome, but I don't know about a vehicle got 50 gallons. Do you think that maybe they put that on a ton, would they? A tank that big? I just can't think of, yeah.
They put external tanks to it.
Yeah. Even Silverados with the saddle tanks. That go to.
That 40 gallon, but that's.
I had one, but I knew it wouldn't hold 50 gallons in both tanks.
Now, when they
They're
get
big
through,
things, I get
come
that,
back.
because I changed one Dodge crew cab
I'll
for
probably go.
this plastic. It's as long as that couch. It's about that wide, that deep.
Yeah.
You had that switch in the cab where you could change it.
Yeah, I
One
hate
tank to
that
that.
they go bad. People wouldn't use them or the fuel pump when they went to fuel. It sucked trash up in it and all that. Ford had that one small tank in the back and had the big tank in the front. And switch them over. Had an older lady that was up on top of the hill, which she done sold her house now, but she had one, her husband bought it brand new. It was a 94 F-150 with dual tanks on it, and she did. It had 63,000 miles on it. All she did was drive it from the house to church on Sunday. That's all. And she didn't have that tank would mess up. And I finally unhooked the back tank and left the bigger tank and unplugged it and left it unplugged the switch and left it on there. Left it on that one and it was still running. It was like brand new. It smelled like brand new inside. It still had the plastic on the armrest and all that stuff. Maybe a 24-gallon tank, not 26 gallon. I put a Google that. What year's your truck? A 40. Oh, 3 Silverado. We got internet.
password. It's probably something way out there. It ain't simple like mine. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know how many people know that. Because every time some of them kids even come up, my
No, it's 34
my
gallon
thing's going
tank.
on
That's
thing.
even worse. That's even worse because it goes septic.
What is it?
But now it says 26. That'd be about right for 2 years
26 miles to the gallon?
old. Shoot.
No, 26-gallon tank.
Oh, okay. Let me see, that's just a little over $75. Fill it up completely.
If you do need to use here's the password.
Okay.
Dang, how long is that password?
Huh?
How long is that password?
They,
It's going all the way across that page?
Uh-huh.
Is that one you made up?
No.
He done made him a VIN number for a password over here.
No.
That's like on the car, 16 edition.
Can't you change it to something that you more familiar with?
No, that was Northeast Sparks who said it.
I was able to set my own. Get that thing to me here. I'll maybe every time I come over here and get on it, 'cause I don't get no service hardly here. I just barely got a ball.
When is phone coming?
September.
Yeah.
Hmm?
New phone.
You get a new phone?
I broke my old one, so
It
I'm
had a
on.
curvature to it.
Yeah.
Oh, this ain't even got a good name to it. Don't even say nothing like Robert Wi-Fi or nothing. It's CXEK 0080D 17
Oh, yeah.
13C.
Yeah, I don't change nothing.
This phone's alright. It just dies quick.
Yeah, it's got all the phones at the shop. It's like they charge good. They don't take a charge. Better keep that for a spare.
Yeah.
Oh, he took some more chairs out. He took some more chairs out.
Yeah.
He's gonna take another. I'll take it.
Or maybe I
Yeah.
got it on there right.
You didn't drop it and run over it, did you? Michaela did, didn't she?
Yeah,
She dropped it and it got run over?
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember I had it fixed.
That was whenever she was leaving, band practice or
It was
something?
raining.
Yeah, left it in the parking lot.
Then Mom had to turn on, go back and get it, but she
I'm connected. I wonder how I can make it. Do I have to tell it to automatic?
Yeah, it makes
I'm
it-
already hooked to it.
That's the first phone that I broke to where it's not.
The screen was going.
Yeah. It was opening every app on there and typing numbers and stuff.
I'm on high speed internet. Look at it, I go on Facebook and I'm there like that.
You gonna take me a chair out there? And when everybody is through, this thing,
We gotta eat cake sometime or another.
I'm too full.
I said it, I remember announcing it. I said, leave room for cake.
I can hear, my hearing's not good tonight. I've got one ear.
I know, Mom, but you should have had some wisdom. some common sense that you know you gotta save room for cash.
I ain't seen no cut. I
You didn't see a cake?
no. Is it?
Oh,
It's in the kitchen.
it got put in the kitchen before you got up to the table.
Oh,
There's supposed to be one in there
Oh,
somewhere.
it's in the kitchen.
I seen it.
Make it.
you see it?
I don't know what kind it is. I just know it's a cake.
Got one coming inside.
But I know if Miss Margaret fixed it, it's gonna be good cake.
Yeah. Oh, you come in. Yeah. If you need to. Go pee.
I ain't gonna lie, I ate too much too, but I'm
I
about
don't know why.
let that out a little bit.
Well, I don't feel right. All those men.
I think she's thinking about everybody being in the dance. Yeah.
Yeah, but one thing I'm not crazy about. That thing. That
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
You have a Type-C charger.
Oh, I may have, well, I may have one in the
Is
car,
it a C?
but
Yeah.
it's not a,
There's one in the blanket.
but is it for a house? You talk about trying to get it on 110 current. I don't have 110 current. Robert, you got a Type-C charger? House phone charger?
Oh, yeah.
Or you got an iPhone, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
You don't have the Android.
Oh, yeah.
You do? You got right. Say it needs a charger.
You need to charge the phone?
Yeah.
Come on. What about though? Man, ain't no been said. I didn't know if I had to come back over here Monday or not.
Yeah, Monday's Labor Day. It's when you don't like.
Yeah. Now I gotta come over here Wednesday. That's gonna be tough too. You're going all the way to Marble Arkansas for the funeral, coming back. Same day.
I gotta go to Memphis and pick up some parts for the green truck. Get that thing done. I got the transmission on board.
Oh, you do? Is your green truck? Okay, you done pulled the transmission, you got it apart.
I figured I'd get some practice in.
That sounds like me. I work on mine. I've never tore down one of these cylinders that's all welded up, hydraulic cylinders. I said, well, I got one leaking. I'm fixing to cut the end off the ring.
Yeah,
See if I can't put packing in it.
yeah.
And I did it, welded it all up, it worked fine, so I had my confidence up. So I have done, I know one more since then. Now, them little old cylinders, you're talking about almost $400. Little steering cylinder.
Yeah.
When all it is raking around the front packing. Cylinder.
They're wanting me to fix one at Johnson's and do that on the cylinders that leak down on the low record. And I'm like,
I wouldn't want to get into that.
they didn't. I said, you ain't got pipe wrench big enough to break that thing. You send a forklift to make it break loose. Took it to that guy in Shannon and fixed it. He done closed the shop up.
Oh, yeah.
He been with that.
Imagine, he'd been there, wow, he's pretty old.
Yeah.
I went over there and getting a part for it, probably I think a cylinder like what I was, because you can't just get it, but it's not available. You have to you know, far as through part. trying
Yeah,
to
he
look it
may
up.
probably
Yeah,
matched
match
it
it
up.
up. Yeah. Now, I did find a place, and they keep sending me an email, let me know when they're gonna be closed and all that. That I did order some, because just go by dimensions and packing, and you can get it that way.
I took one off and took it up there to that guy in Shannon and had him prepare a skid steer packing on that.
There's a place in Mamawk that does hydrostats and hydraulics.
Yeah, I should know him.
I don't know nothing to him.
I don't know what he charges. Yeah, I know him. He's a nice guy. That's all he does, drives a brand new 2023 350. Must be making pretty good.
That's big, but it ain't cheap on it.
70,000. I've been looking on the marketplace and it's like, I need to get a bigger truck, and then I'm finding all these C70s and C60s and C50s. Like Chevy's got Ford's got the C7000s and all them, and putting a dually bed on it and shortening the frame, making the truck out.
You're talking about sort of like a F-550 or something?
Yeah, some of them you can find them with diesels, with cats in them, like with 120,000 miles on them. It's 6-speed transmission.
I always thought I had an F-550, but it's not. It's an F-53. Like that.
Talking about that frame on the
Motorhome.
motorhome.
Yeah.
It's a 450 frame or 550, but it's got a gas burner.
But ain't there a F-53 or something?
The 5300. I think they do.
I know what, I kept thinking it was an F-550, and when I got to looking more, I said, no, it's not a 550.
But it's like
Call
a
it a 53, I thought.
yeah, it's a frame and motor, and that's all they buy.
Yeah.
And the RV place puts the rest of it together. It ain't. And maybe, but it's kind of like a 550 or whatever.
Yeah, it's a lot like a 550. And I don't know if I found that out when cats or something done got up there and just, I looked underneath there because a bunch of dogs were underneath it. And then they must have been after a cat. And then they all got away, and then I seen something down on the ground. I said, dang, that looks like a big hot wire. And I got closer, no, vacuum. So, vacuum. So all my vacuum lines, some of them's loose, some were burned in half. So I said, well, that didn't happen.
It's
What?
the evap stuff.
So
Going
would
to
it
the
throw a
gas
code, or could I tell it? Okay, I may have it all hooked up right, but I went online and trying to figure out what all went where, and I think I spliced in something because where it burned.
It ain't
A
burnt.
section.
It'll dry rot. You touch it and it gets black stuff all over you. Yeah, it's evap stuff.
And then it looked like there was an end that didn't go nowhere. It was just there for
Like a vent tube or something like that.
maybe it's like some kind of option.
Yeah.
And that's another thing you try to figure out, where would this go? But I've cranked it up, and there's no,
You'll have to drive. How long ago did that happen?
I don't know, that's been since we've been back from,
But you
That-
drove it some miles since then, hadn't you?
I don't know. Would it just show up when I'm in gear and going?
You'd have to
Rev
drive
it
it
up,
and go
would it-
through a cycle and then checks it. And if it pulls a vacuum on the tank, it's got to hold so much after it's been ran and all that stuff. If you don't drive it far enough, or if the tank's too full, it doesn't run the test. Like it's got to be between 3/4 and a quarter of the tank for it to check and all that. If it don't, then it won't run the test.
Yeah, it's got about 3/4 tank. I need to run that out. That's some gas is getting on over. Even though I put additive in it,
Yeah.
still not good. I thought we was gonna make a road trip over the Delta in it, but every time the temperature's down, we're too busy. And when we can go, it's too hot. But I just don't want to sit on no asphalt 100-degree weather
Yeah.
trying to cool that thing.
Yeah, you drive it over Moon Lake and back, you clean that tank out.
That's what I'm wanting, really kind of want to do. It'd be nice if Seth could come siphon it out, put it in the truck.
He will run it.
I know there's probably about 50 gallons in it. Oh, I could see Will. He said, Will say, I can get it out of there.
We'll be laying in the yard passed out. They ain't working right. I've heard that. You couldn't have too short a hose to try and siphon gas. Come over and felt like everything was in slow motion. Even the ground coming up was really slow and come to and his face planted in the shop and all that. Trying to siphon gas out. My dad's over laughing at me. He said, you need to get a little bit longer hose. That ain't gonna work. I used to have an electric pump and we'd run some stale gas through it and then sit and dry it out like a pump up. I got a long old garden hose. I did that and that stuff would dry it out. But that hose would break.
We want that in the tank.
Siphon out gas. It'd take you about 30 minutes. You'd siphon out about 20 gallons. It never would fail. For some reason, some people think, fuel pump goes out, let's fill it full of gas, see if it works.
Oh yeah, I know. Like that fella who brought a tractor. His fuel gauge wasn't working, but he went on and filled it up to see if it worked.
Yeah.
And then I've got to put the sending unit in it. So I've got to drain it back down.
But now, like on like Seth's truck or our Chevrolet, any of them like that, it's quicker pulling the bed off than it is trying to get that tank out.
Yeah, I had a friend. He told me his mother-in-law was thinking to sell her Ford truck. It's an F-150. And I don't know about an 04 or something like that. And it's got the 4.6 in it.
Yeah.
And so he said, I act like a fuel pump bad on it. And so he's bringing me lawnmower equipment. So what, you gonna get on this thing? I said, no, I took that bed off.
Did you pull that bed 6 bolts?
Oh, well, that teacher said he's already had to do it a couple times, so next time he's just gonna cut a hole.
You know why it's messing up over and over again? You gotta drain all that crud out of the tank, go suck it up in that socket where the fuel pump on it. There's crud in it, I'll take that hose and I'll clean it the rest of the way out and get it cleaned out and get all that stuff out. I've had them come back within less than 2 weeks and the pump would be locked up and then have crud in it.
Do they have any way of like vacuuming? They got anything like that?
No, you wouldn't want to hook a vacuum cleaner to it and have an open circuit and it sucking fumes in it. It'll make a loud noise.
Because I have vacuumed out some lawnmowers when I was dry.
Yeah,
They blew air in them, but there would still be pieces and stuff in
yeah.
there. I got the shop vac and then kind of reduced the hose down where it fit in there.
So,
have
yeah,
that.
dry tank you can.
Yeah.
Like usually gas tank, like it says on this, it's got a little trap in there. You suck it down, there'll still be a thing of gas that deep in
How
it.
big a open it is when you
That big around. Pull the fuel.
Is it what some with screws in it, with a gas.
It's got a band that goes around it and twists and locks on it.
Oh, okay. With an O-ring under it. to
Yeah,
seal it.
big fat O-ring. So we put a new fuel filter on it. I checked it. It's on there right. And like the starting, it's that oil sending unit, and that was a higher end oil sending unit I put on there. Get it in there again, and it just cycle kids.
Yesterday, it only happened one time, but whenever I tried to crank it, it sounded like the starter was slipping or something, like grinding.
Like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Well, I let off and then it cranked right up.
I started going out.
Does it have clutches in it too?
What this? Yeah, it's
In the
got a
vent- in the-
one-way clutch on the starter.
That's
No
what a lot of,
Bendix.
lot of the Kawasaki's and all have.
Yeah, all the any of the.
And you know, with the Kawasaki, if you just keep holding it, the more clutches will finally get hot enough where it'll grab it. But it's on its way out. What is it, just better to get another starter than trying to rebuild one?
Can't buy the parts, rebuild it. Then you go up to Boss, you can't catch them up there. It won't cost that much, but I can buy one and put a brand new one or a reman on there with lifetime warranty, and it don't.
Yeah.
I never had one come back. That green truck has a reman starter on it.
I think you can put a new one on my truck.
Yeah.
I build the Kawasaki's usually. They're buildable because them some good starters.
Yeah.
And if you try to get that, it's a Denso or something like
That's a China. That's a.
that. You're talking about $400 and something starter.
Mhm.
But I can get an aftermarket starter drive, and they've been good for, I don't know, I just ordered two for like $17. And they're like through Deere, over $100 if you get the one, the manufacturer. So I can build it pretty cheap.
But
I
I
had-
only did it that one time.
Yeah, just once. That's all it's
He like Scott. It had a flywheel, it had teeth missing. It stopped right there.
Right
Time
there.
he'd get out there,
I've
take the
had
belt,
that.
work it around, get it where.
I've had that before.
And
And
a
then-
belt squeaking.
That starter was full of oil too. That oil leak, that bad oil. That remained sealed. It was like, wore out. Have you been checking your oil? It's fine.
Oil light ain't come on yet though, has it?
It has oil pressure.
Mama had an oil light come on one time over in Arkansas.
Look at that.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
She knocked a hole in the oil pan. And the oil light was on. She figured, yeah, the oil light was on. That means I need to go run and get some oil.
When they come on, usually if you're going down the road, it's too late.
So she was running to get some oil. Motor locked up.
Hey, they'll go ways before they lock up. I had a 92 Chevrolet with a 6.5 diesel. I got in there, the block was busted on it. I got mad and got in the truck and hooked the batteries back up, started it up, and backed it out, pulled it around back, parked it. No oil pan. I drove it like that.
Yeah, we was trying to pick up somebody to take to church,
Yeah.
and we were not familiar with the road at night time. So we kind of got halfway in a ditch and halfway on a driveway.
he had, I towed a bunch of them. Be pouring oil out, the big chunks of metal in the road. I ain't never, so far, I ain't never locked one up. I run one so hot before it seized the boat. Like it went, Monte Carlo I said, I'll just fix the motor. Pulled it back and blowed the head gasket, warped the heads on it, and it was like those cast iron heads and stuff. We pulled the heads down, put it back on there. I went down there and it started up the next day and filled it full of water. It started blowing, it had a dead miss and was blowing water out the tailpipe. I drove to the shop and we pulled the heads off and milled the heads, put it back together and kept going. That's the same motor I had, what were we doing? I was at Chad's house and got out and I was sitting there, was running and I heard a sound and my headlights got dim. Well, I said, that thing done slung the belts off. We got out there and didn't have lights. And got out there, found my belt and loosened the alternator up and was trying to find the bottom pulley and it was gone. We got light and flashed the lighter down there. Our monkey bouncer fell off. It broke down the crank off and fell off. I just got through running probably 100 miles an hour in that thing, probably just before it did that too. It was like, pulled it to the shop and I pulled the motor out and put it on the stand, flipped it over and put a new crank in it. They had, whoever I bought it from, put a crank on it and the keyway had wallered out and they welded it up, welded the key on it and it broke that loose and broke the end of the shaft off.
You know what they said?
One of them, I don't know about that.
One is Robert, ain't
Well, Robert's
Sorry.
little brother.
it? Oh, it's Robert?
That's Red.
I kept wondering why he was in.
Robert broke his ankle.
Oh, really? In
Yeah.
football?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Wait a minute, when did he do this?
Like last week or something.
It's
Probably during
weird,
practice.
okay. I didn't see his name. You know, we got the thing in the mail. I mean, in all the schools that had the football team. I didn't see it even in the big picture.
It may have been
It
before.
may have
I see
happened right.
LinkedIn.
I think it may have happened either during the first game or like the day after.
Oh man.
That hurts.
But I know it was one of our own team members.
So his little brother's in high school?
No, he's playing whatever the smaller team.
Junior high.
I think he's that
Ninth
old.
grade.
No, like it'd be middle school or elementary. His brother's a lot younger.
Yeah, I didn't think he was open in high school. I mean, I'm just looking real quick.